Hello, welcome to Book Bites for June 2022. I'd like to help you kick off your summer reading with some great books coming out this month. The summaries I'm reading can be found with the titles in our catalog or on our readers database called Novelist. The first two I'm going to talk about are Westerns. My Name is Yip by Patty Crew is the first one. In 1815 Georgia, 15-year-old Yip Tolroy leaves home with his faithful friend Dud after committing a grievous crime and experiences the wonder and horror of the American frontier until the revelation of a secret calls them home to face the consequences. Words used in reviews for this title include rollicking, page-turning, and epic. It's also described in another review as reading like a one-of-a-kind mashup of Charles Dickens and Cormac McCarthy. So that sounds really fantastic to me, a really good summer read. The second Western is Woman of Light by Callie Fajardo and Steen. In 1930s Denver, Luz Little Light Lopez, a tea leaf reader and laundress, begins having visions that transport her to her indigenous homeland in the nearby Lost Territory, where she must save her family's stories from disappearing into oblivion. So not a straightforward Western. The book does contain some magical realism, very excellent writing in this book. The author's previous book of short stories won the National Book Award a couple of years ago. The next two books are mysteries. The first one is The Woman in the Library by Solari Gentile. The beautifully ornate reading room at the Boston Public Library is completely silent one weekday morning until a woman's terrified scream echoes through the room. Security guards immediately appear and instruct everyone inside to stay put. While they wait for the all clear, four strangers who have been sitting in the reading room get to chatting and quickly become friendly. They each have their own reasons for being in the reading room that morning, and it just happens that one of them may turn out to be a murderer. So the thing with this book is it's a mystery within a mystery, because that plot that I just read about the library is actually contained in a mystery book that character in the book is writing. And so she's writing about this story of the murder that happens. And it has a somewhat obsessed super fan who keeps feeding her all this information on how someone could commit all these murders. And, she starts to wonder, well, how is he so good at coming up with ways to kill people? And so it's the plot of the book that she's writing is the mystery, but then there's the mystery of the characters. So that sounds fantastic. Can't wait to read that one. The next mystery is Last Call at the Nightingale by Catherine Shellman. A historical mystery, this time set in 1924 Jazz Age New York. Vivian Kelly, a young Irish dressmaker living in New York City, longs for more than sharing a small tenement room with her sister and working a drudgery job. She craves the freedom she can only experience during evenings at the Nightingale, an underground club where she can have a few drinks and dance. Well, a murder is committed at the club, and she gets coerced into helping the nightclub owner try to find the killer, trying to keep it hush-hush. And this becomes the book is the beginning of a new series. So if you like historicals, if you like a good series with a strong female lead, then this sounds like a really good beginning. The next book is called Night Crawling by Layla Motley. When a drunken altercation with a stranger turns into a job she desperately needs, Kiara, who supports her brother and an abandoned 9-year-old boy, starts working the streets until her name surfaces in an investigation exposing her as a key witness in a massive scandal within the Oakland Police Department. The author of this book is an Oakland resident. She's a former youth poet laureate and currently a college student. So she's young, and the novel has a good youthful perspective and voice to it. And this was also the Oprah Book Club pick for June. And the last book is called The Measure by Nikki Ehrlich. It seems like any other day. You wake up, pour a cup of coffee, and head out. But today, when you open your front door, waiting for you is a small wooden box. This box holds your fate inside. the answer to the exact number of years you will live. So everyone in the world instantly gets this box on their door. And inside is a string. And the string corresponds to the number of years of your life. Not how much you have left, but how much in total. So of course, the whole world is in an uproar. They get scientists to figure out exactly, what it means, and they are able to figure out that yes, it's true. The length of the string is the length of your life. And of course, people have all different reactions. And this will be a good book club book. There's lots of questions you can ask about it, like what makes, a life worth living, what makes a life good, what would you do differently if you knew when it would end. And they're marketing this as being for fans of the Midnight Library and the Immortalists. So those are just 6 of the books that are out this month. There's a lot great books coming out. We have some best-selling authors having books coming out in June. The Hotel Nantucket by Ellen Hildebrand, Horse by Geraldine Brooks, Flying Solo by Linda Holmes, the author of Evie Drake Starts Over. And there's just the irregular crop of beachy reads that come out every summer by popular authors Jill Shalvis, Kristen Higgins, and Jenny Colgan. So I hope you will visit us at the library this summer. If you haven't already signed up for adult summer reading, please do. A couple of these titles that I talked about fit into some of the categories. Fill out your card, sign up online, participate virtually. You can win great prizes. And we hope to see you in the library.